Can you? Gee-Haw Whimmy Diddle? That's what it's called. That's what I'm doing. Extraordinary. I should be able to make it go the other way, but that's a bit difficult with this model. Sort of, yes. This is an extraordinary folk art toy which had started, they say, in the Appalachian Mountains. And now they appear to have a championship in North Carolina. It was written up by a friend of mine who I've known who attended it. The Whammy Diddle World Championships he attended. And with this one here, or a similar model, he managed to get 27 reversals of direction in 12 seconds. My goodness. So I went through my collection looking for other versions of this extraordinary folk toy, and this is the number I've so far found. The very first time I came across this actually was 1981, when this extraordinary thing in a large box was called the Idiot Stick, but it's exactly the same thing. This came off sometime later, but it's got ridges there. It's got a well-worn, look, that's been well-worn by the kids, all the notches of it. And when you do this, it goes forward or it goes backwards. And they pointed out that the way you work it, in fact, is either to put a definite angle to it like that, but what is easier is hold it completely upright with your thumb pushed down on that level there, on that edge there, and it goes one way. Take your thumb away and with this forefinger pull back on that one there in that direction, and it will go the other way. Then you can be very clever because you can put your two fingers, there's thumb and finger over the top, and you cannot tell which way I'm actually pushing or pulling. I'm actually pushing one moment with my thumb, it goes one way. I'm now pulling with my forefinger backwards and it reverses, but of course I can do misdirections like saying clockwise, anti-clockwise, or abracadabra, or yawn, or raise my right knee or something. What I'm actually doing is pushing or pulling in order to make the thing reverse. So this is mass production. This is just a little folk art toy, which is how they're made. And about the same time, in the early 80s, I think it was, I came across other versions. This one here, for instance, mass produced in millions from Taiwan, probably, I would think, or from Hong Kong. Swizzle spin, they call it. It works extremely well. All it is a very, very light bit of plastic with knobs on both sides, actually, in this case. And they say you should use a coin. You don't need to. I just use my nail like that. Look how well it spins. Beautiful. To make it reverse is a bit trickier with this one because it's too small, but it goes beautifully. Let's try the other one too. Oh, yes. Wow. So that's mass production. And another attempt at mass production, which worked actually, was a company in Britain who showed these in 1991. They called it Bozo, not Whammy Diddle, so anything. But they did something very, very clever, which I really thank them for. So this is the version they made, all in plastic. You pull like this, and then pull to the other side, it goes the other way. But what one of the reps had done there, which is very clever, is he managed to put one on top of the other, and then by only rubbing one of them, they both worked. Just about. If I get it in the right position and squeeze hard, yep, look at that. And then he said to me he once managed to make all three work. Well, I'll have one attempt, but I won't do it very well, I don't think. Oh, let's get the top. Well, yeah, I'm making two work, and the other one might work if I perhaps did the middle one. What about that one there? Yeah, oh yes, look, all three. How about that? My goodness me, it made me think that perhaps with something as small as this, you could actually probably have 5 or 6 in a stack, and you just rub one of them, and the vibrations go down, and you've got to squeeze very hard to make it work, and make them all work. That just about works when I do it. It's also a speed thing, and as you go slower, and make that vibrations at a certain speed, you just pick the right frequency to make it work. But it makes me think that possibly they should be having championships of how many you can put into a bunch. Here's one more folk art version of it, which my friend Ron Fuller made many years ago. I forgot to show this when I was celebrating his life and times. But he made it rather nicely with a little handle and notch, and he called it the Whammy Diddle and the Gee-Haw, so that was all correct. And it works quite nicely. It works, but at a certain speed in which it really does work, and I think I can probably make it reverse, yes, the other way as well. So if I ever have a chance to attend these championships, well, I think in the case of the championships that Anthony attended, who sent this to me, he even put my name in it. Look at that, isn't that nice? Personalised it. He said the main championship they did was to do as many reversals as you can in a few seconds. He won because he managed to do 27 reversals, clockwise, anti-clockwise, in 12 seconds. But there's two other things you can do. One is to have a strobe light on it and see who makes it go the fastest. You? And the other way is to have multiple ones, see how many you can stack up, and just by rubbing one of them, they all turn propeller blades and things. So there's lots to go on with the Gee-Haw Whimmy Diddle, and I think you ought to perhaps make your own version. It's just 3 bits of stick, a bit of stick, a little propeller, a small nail there, and another stick. And they make them, I think, of rhododendron or laurel. They said in the newspaper report on it. And you have such a lot of fun. And you can disguise the way that it's reversing too by just pulling or pushing on your fingers. So it's almost like a magic trick. Wonderful idea, that. One of the best folk toys I've ever come across. Was on the Appalachian Mountain lots, probably Dick Snake in his crowd.